Historic Sequoia Hills home will soon benefit from millions of dollars in preservation efforts. Today, Knox Heritage announced plans for the future of Historic Westwood, and that is the home on Kingston Pike. Here to tell us more about those efforts, Knox Heritage Executive Director Kim Trent. Always glad to see you.
Good to be back.
And many people may be familiar with this home, Historic Westwood, but let's talk more about it, particularly its historical significance.
Well, most folks may recognize it from the serpentine brick wall that's at the front and near Cherokee Boulevard. It was built in 1890 by Adelia Armstrong Lutz and her husband John, and it's been in the same family since 1890, which is pretty much a miraculous thing for a house that age.
And you all have had your eye on it for some time now.
We've been worried about it because even though it is listed in the National Register of Historic Places, that doesn't prevent it from being demolished, and it sits on 4 acres. So when Cecil Matheny, the last resident, died, we were concerned, and that's when we were given a great surprise by the Aslan Foundation about the future of the house.
Right, and you have actually partnered with the Aslan Foundation for this house, but also for a campaign that you kicked off today. It's the $3 million preservation campaign. Let's talk more about the goal behind the campaign and the financing with Aslan.
Yeah, Aslan has purchased the property and issued a challenge to Knox Heritage. They have challenged us to raise $1 million that will go toward the restoration and long-term maintenance of the house. So once we reach that goal, the house will be turned over to Knox Heritage and our restoration will begin, and we'll turn that into our permanent office and a preservation education center for the region. But while we're at it, this is a great centerpiece. We're going to raise $1 million for our Endangered Properties Fund so that we can interact, throughout the 16-county region to rescue historic properties and buy them and then get them into the hands of folks who will save them. And then $1 million to really keep preservation sustainable for at least another generation.
And that's sustainability. That's expensive.
Yeah, exactly. So once we have that financial foundation in place, I know that we'll be able to have an exponentially more dramatic impact across the region. And one of the things we love about it, there's the theme of threes with this campaign. Westwood is known as the third sister house along Kingston Pike. There are 3 houses built by the Armstrong family. The first is Crescent Bend, which is permanently protected on Kingston Pike. The second is Bleak House, which is also protected. And so when we secure Westwood and put a permanent preservation easement in place, the third sister will be sustained. So we're very excited about that.
Well, and we just have about 30 seconds left, but tell us a little bit more about what Westwood means to the Sequoia area.
I really think it's an icon for that area, and I know the Neighborhood Association has supported our efforts. The Laurel Church of Christ next door will be providing parking to us so that we won't have to have that on the site. We'll have a connection between the two. So the neighborhood is really behind the effort, but for us it's bigger than that. I mean, it's a regional center so that we can teach what we know about downtown redevelopment and the economics of preservation and restoration to the whole 16-county region, and we're really excited about that.
Congratulations on the new home.
Great,
and I know we'll be talking with you more about this. All right.
I look forward to it.
Thank you. Well, a big get for the